Are there any Armenians left in Karabakh? What is the situation like there now?
As of about 2 months ago, the latest information indicated that there were approximately 20 residents of Armenian nationality living there. Even before we conducted the one-day anti-terror operation in September 2023, we had officially published a plan for the reintegration of Karabakh Armenians into the Azerbaijani state. This was done publicly and posted online, because numerous attempts to establish contact with representatives of the Armenian public turned out to be unsuccessful. They ignored us, did not want to meet with us, and did not want to talk to us. And then, in order to reach out to those who live there, we posted it on the internet. And everything in it was spelled out quite clearly. Anyone can look at it. Starting from education, preservation of the cultural environment, reintegration, ways of integration, applying for a residence permit, applying for citizenship, or applying for a work permit. So it is like this. If any of them thought that they were living in an obscure Nagorno-Karabakh republic after everything that had happened, that's their own problem. That is, they are just like any other person. A person from Azerbaijan goes to Russia to work, gets a residence permit or a work permit, gets registered, and then applies for citizenship. This is the process. We proposed that too, but it was rejected. And when the situation there changed, those who stayed there, they turned out to be few, more than 30 people. Some of them subsequently left. But those who stayed are still receiving social assistance from Azerbaijan, from the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of the population, their treatment, provision with food, etc. So their life there is fully secured. So this is the situation. At the same time, the community of Azerbaijanis who were natives of Armenia and were deported in the late 1980s and early 1990s, about 300,000 people, has officially applied to the Armenian leadership, requesting conditions for their return and reintegration.
Already in Armenia.
Already in Armenia. The fact that they were deported from there in the early 1990s does not mean that they have no right to return. Therefore, we are still waiting for a response from the Armenian leadership on how they envision the reintegration of Azerbaijanis into their historical lands. I think that if these two processes follow a parallel course, it will create an even better public atmosphere for peace. Because peace is not solely about a signature under a peace treaty. It is also about a public consensus. And the wounds we received during the years of occupation have not yet healed, despite 30 years. It takes time. And this requires a public environment. It requires communication. We need to speak in a human language. This is approximately the situation now.